RealAgriculture.com's coverage of Canada's Farm Progress Show in Regina, Saskatchewan is brought to you by Morris. We hear you. Okay, Brian, the Monosem planter, it's a vacuum planter and it can be used for canola.
Yep.
Can you go through that?
Yeah, what we have in here is some 4 gram, some 5 gram, and some bin run canola. Just showing the versatility that size isn't as big of a thing with our planter. And what we're doing is we're singulating it down to 1 seed and dropping it into the ground. The benefits of a planter of this style is we've got improved depth control, and with the ability to singulate seeds, we're hoping to see yield stay the same or have a yield advantage at lower population.
Okay, so what kind of population are some of your growers planting at?
I have guys planting anywhere from like 1.7, 1.8 pounds up to 2.8 to 3. Okay. It all depends on where they're located and what they're trying to accomplish.
So is the seed mortality lower with a vacuum planter? Why can you go to a lower rate?
A lot of it is the spacing's improved. Instead of having a clump of 2 or 3 seeds where one grows and the other 2 are weeds, you got even spacing, and that allows the seeds to grow and you don't have to use as many.
Okay.
Filling in the gaps.
So basically, how does the vacuum, for a lot of Western Canadian growers that have never used a vacuum planter, how does it work?
Okay. On our planters, like the one that's outside, there's a large central fan that's sucking the air and creating the vacuum. We're blowing it into the back of the meter, and we're pulling the plate and the seed to the meter. We're using a flat disc, just like this one for canola, and it's holding the seed against the plate. There's a singulator inside knocking off the doubles and triples.
You can see the canola kind of going around on the plate.
And coming around just 1 seed at a time, that's our goal. And then we're using this brass ejector block to wipe the seed off the plate down the center of the seed tube, giving you your improved spacing. Some of the other things about our planter that's a little different is our shock system. It's a gas-filled racing shock. It allows the speeds these farmers want without the row unit just bouncing around.
Yeah.
And that row unit's bouncing around, the meter's bouncing around, and you end up with poor spacing.
So how fast would a guy plant canola down the field?
A guy planting canola, if he's planting the lower population, he could plant 4.5, 5 mile an hour and still maintain that precision.
How wide of a unit do you guys sell?
We go up to 60 feet.
60-foot planter.
Yep. And we custom build them, so if the guy has a specific row spacing or setup, we can try our best to accommodate that.
Okay. So 22-inch usually, or what?
22-inch is a big size for us. We're really big in sugar beets, but we do them down to 15. Lacombe Research Station has a 12-inch, and we do a lot, on up in the 30-inch range for guys doing corn and twin row as well.
So what would what are some of the price ranges of the units? What do they retail for?
It really varies based on the options. For example, a 40-foot planter at 15-inch would be in the $200,000 to $250,000 range.
So what all crops can you do?
We can do corn, soybeans. We got some chickpeas, some black beans.
You got everything over there.
Kidney beans, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to try some flax later on. You guys wanted to see if I could get that to work. I might not have the plate we need, but...
So you distribute across North America?
We do.
Into Europe as well, or?
Monosem is actually based in France, and then we're kind of like a sister company here in the U.S. We have our own engineering department. This is all designed in the U.S. The meter, though, comes from France, but we use a lot of heavy components that are made here in North America, like for example, our discs come from Ingersoll in Canada, so we pick the best products to put on our planter because we want it to last.
Well, I heard one of the other guys from your company talking about how they're very heavily made. They're strong.
Yep.
That's kind of there's not a lot of plastic.
No, there's not. The company itself is full of a lot of guys that grew up on farms, our farms still. So we build it how we'd like to see it built, and that's heavy, that's long lasting, using the best components we can find. Our planter, drives a premium price. It's because we use premium components.